Chainlink update across the board today, starting off with Link BTC. And not only that, but we're going to start off way zoomed out on maybe a chart you've never even looked at before. The Link Bitcoin chart on the 2-month time frame with the Gaussian channel. Why are we doing that? I'm glad you asked. Let's get right into it. Link BTC, since our all-time high in July of 2020, working on 4 years now in a downtrend. Are we ever going to recover? Well, nobody knows that answer, but we're looking for the bottom to potentially be in relatively soon or already. So let's look at the evidence in the charts. So going back to 2019, where we started this zone, this rectangular zone that's just about 5 years long. Okay, first and foremost, we have all of these swing highs. Look at all those wicks, right? And then we bounce up. Then we form these lows back at this initial formation here. Move up again. Come back. Where do we stop? Right now, we have flipped this zone to support previous resistance area. Okay, bounce up again. Now, these are 2-month candles. Each candle you're looking at is 2 months. Okay, up again. We're still okay. We come back. We try to hold here for 4 consecutive months. Finally breach it right here. Why is that candle important? Well, that was the start of the bear market, January 2022. And we got locked in this box. We form our initial low down here. Bounce back up. Where do we stop? Right at the top of the zone. The same spot we were 4 years earlier. Go down again. Where do we stop again? Well, surprise, surprise. The low wick here is our low close now. Okay, bounce up again. Where do we stop? Surprise, surprise. The top of the Gaussian channel and, you guessed it, the top of our range highs. Again, resistance. Go back down. Range low test yet again. This time we have bigger support showing up here. So we have the cavalry here. This is the 2-month median Gaussian channel. That is major support. And we are there right now. So could the lows be in? I think there's a great possibility of that being the case. Now, you must keep in mind the time frame that we're looking at here. So if you zoom too far in, we could go down 10 or 15% and still it would be a blip on this chart, but we could still go down 10 or 15%, maybe a little bit more. But on the macro scale, the 2-month chart seems to be at major support for the really our third consecutive time in 2 years? 1, 2, 3. All right. So what does that mean? There's a lot of signals going on that maybe alt season is not so far ahead of us. We can get into that in maybe another video. But Link BTC, a lot of alts are way down against fiat and, Tether. But we're looking for lows against Bitcoin. You want your coins to do better against Bitcoin. Otherwise, you should just be holding Bitcoin. Now, is Chainlink doing well in this bull run? Well, I'm glad you asked again. Let's look at the start. The start of the bull run was right here, right? 2023. Chainlink is still at a loss against Bitcoin, about 25, 26% as of right now. That's better than the mini coins. Not better than all. Some are up. Very few are up. We have these kind of color-coded here. The red charts tend to be not so great. Yellow, orange, whatever color you want to paint there. Not terrible, not great. Green charts, there's not many that are doing well against Bitcoin. Solana, now these are for the whole bull runs, not in the past 47 seconds, okay? Solana Bitcoin, Render Bitcoin, and Jasmine at the bottom. I know you can't see it's under my picture, but that was it. There's only really 3 that have done spectacular this the whole bull run. Injective did do well, but has not done well as of late. Okay, so that's where we're at with Chainlink. Major support. So if you're all in Bitcoin, why would you want to look at this? If you have Bitcoin still and you want to convert to alts, and Chainlink is one of your alts on your list, now might not be a bad time, right? You want to go through all of these alts and look at what if you want to get more render, if you want to get more fetch, like pay attention to a potential bottom area or dollar cost average during the red, right? Stop buying the green and you will not regret it in the future, right? The people that are angry at their coins prices bought way too damn high, probably on a green candle like said here. All right, so that's Link Bitcoin. I think there's a great chance that in the next handful of months, we'll look back on this and be like, it was obvious, right? Hindsight's always 2020. Seems like a pretty good logical spot for me. And again, once we get up here, like this will likely be resistance again. And yeah, that's still a good bit away, right? 70% move against Bitcoin. But once we break that, then we can maybe make another move, right? Link did fantastic against Bitcoin in its early days, right? We just need that again. Right, look at this low wick here. From July 2018 to July of 2020, in 2 years, it went up over 7,000% against Bitcoin. Right? Over a 70x? Yes, please. But we'll take that. Right? Those are the alts you want to be in. All right, so that's Link BTC. Wrapped up in a nutshell. Hopefully you like that. Somewhat helpful, mildly entertaining. Let's go look at the shorter time frames. All right, here's the weekly. Now, this isn't short by any means, but you could see potentially that we may have formed a slightly higher low. Now, it's probably still too early to tell here, but again, like hindsight will be clear, right? Was this the higher low or not? Are we going to hold this area and move up again? If we do, right, we want to take out this. This is kind of our double top. Target has been met on this, right? That's the, kind of the target was kind of right in this area for this double top here, which did confirm as that right here. Okay, so we need to erase that. So step one, let's just get back above 3,000. That would get us back above likely the 200 week and the 100 week, right? These pink and blue lines right there. We got to get above there. Then we can turn more bullish on the bigger time frames. And then our next target from 3,000 will be about 4,300, right? This tops, right? And also look back over here, right? This is the area. Once Link breaks 4,300 against Bitcoin, it's game on. That's what we want. Alt season. It's going to take an alt season, absolutely, for a lot of these coins to turn it around against Bitcoin. So that's what we're waiting on. Gaussian channel is green, but price action's under it. This is not what you want. You want this. You want this move. And you don't want to ever see the Gaussian channel again after you're above it and green. So this is why Link has been on just a kind of an upset teardown against Bitcoin, right? So we need to flip it around. Let's zoom in one more chart, the 3-day. Still looks good. Double top there. Looking to higher low. Looks very similar to the weekly, so we don't need to go too far into this. Same levels to hold, right? This 3,000 mark is huge. Here's our swing. Swing pivot low, broken. Swing pivot resistance, right? Support flips to resistance. Resistance again. Get above 3,000, and then we can talk about Link making some moves against Bitcoin. And I think it's going to take an alt season, and I think alt season might be within the next month or so, give or take, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for Bitcoin dominance to fall for altcoins against Bitcoin to rise. Link's up 1% today. We need to add a couple zeros in that. Get up 10%, 100%. So that's what we need, altcoin wide. And we're not going to get it until Bitcoin dominance drops. Maybe we'll do another video on that. Let me know what you want to see next. Chainlink against Bitcoin. We'll do a Link Tether, Link USD update in the not so distant future. Thanks so much for watching this long. If you have, let's get to our quote and card of the day if you're interested in that. Education is the movement from darkness to light. I couldn't agree more. Words are hard. All right, card of the day. Dodge Viper, ACR. SRT10 ACR. A lot of letters. Significant. They didn't make, I don't think this made it to actual production, the ACR version. But this is my favorite Viper of all time. Came out early 2000s. Let's see if I gotta put on your sunglasses. The sun is out. There's the rear version with the, the epic park bench on top. Not a fan of the massive spoiler, but it's functional, so I'll allow it. ACR. There you go. Zoomed in. Dodge Viper. About as American supercar as it gets. Right there. Alrighty, I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you real soon.